Let's watch this.
In a partner. And if this is how you feel about your ex, I'm not going to argue with you or try to minimize your feelings, because that is
When your
your
ex
truth.
is everything you wanted, and this is going to prove, this is my first time watching this video, but I'm pretty sure this is going to prove my point that women are never satisfied. You can do everything you can as a man to make sure that you're doing your part to making sure this relationship's going to work, and you're giving it your all, and still that's not enough. So let's watch this.
And honestly, it's mine as well. I still think my ex is everything that I want in a partner, and honestly more. And for the girlies who feel the same way about their ex, and maybe where their ex didn't do anything directly hurtful or harmful in the relationship or breakup, like, this can be a really difficult emotion or feeling to sit with, because it feels like such a loss, right? Like, they were everything that I want, and you really believe like this is your person. But as I think about it more, and I'm facing the reality, is that I think this is an incomplete truth. And that, yes, my ex is everything that I want, but he showed me that he is not what I need. And maybe you can fill in the spaces here in your relationship experience. But I know now that I need a partner who is emotionally consistent, has capacity, has the ability to show up when times are hard.
There is no point to get into a
avoid-
relationship nowadays. Women are never satisfied. What the hell do you want? You can ask a woman that, but they more than likely they don't know what the hell they want. They make up random shit, random extra shit that they need in a relationship to make it work. Relationships are no benefit to a man nowadays. It's just a waste of time. Waste of time you can't get back, wasting it on these ungrateful women. You had a great boyfriend and still that wasn't enough for you? Wake up. You are the issue.
Shut down, ask me to move out of the apartment whenever their emotions are uncomfortable. And like, no matter how much I cared or loved my ex, he could not meet my needs. And maybe that's not your experience, but, and I do want to say something that I think matters, but I don't want to offend anybody. But just because your ex like broke up with you or chooses not to be with you does not make them a villain. But it does show you the information that they lack the capacity to meet your relationship needs. And I think one of the first steps in healing is...
Okay, well, my thing is, before you guys got official, were you going over all these checklists? Because if you weren't going over the checklist of what you need in a partner and you still decided to get into a relationship with this guy, that's on you. You knew what you were getting yourself into. These problems just didn't come out of nowhere. These problems were there before you even made it official. So you ignored the red flags, you ignored these signs, and you still got into a relationship with this person. But I felt like she got into a relationship with this dude because she was able to benefit a lot. This guy was probably spoiling her, paying for stuff. So she felt comfortable. She looked past it in the beginning because it was a benefit to her. Now all of a sudden, he's not enough. This is not doing it for me. Relationships are a waste of time. And this woman's going to regret it because I can tell now as she gets older, she's not going to be looking as good as she used to. And her options are going to dry up and she's going to think about this ex. She's going to try to come back to this ex when all of her options have dried up and she ain't got no options.
Able to hold like two truths at once, or maybe just one complete truth, in that, yes, my ex is everything that I want in a partner. And they cannot offer me a safe or sustainable relationship that meets my needs. And I think being able to face those realities instead of just clinging to one is going to be one of those steps that helps your nervous system and your brain start to let go. So if this is how you feel about your ex, I want to just gently remind you to offer your nervous system and your brain the whole truth, and not torture yourself in just the loss of what you want.
This woman is wasted this man's time. She made no sense. She just wasted this man's time for nothing. This man was everything you wanted in a partner, but still that wasn't enough. And she's going to keep on bringing these problems into the next relationships she gets into. And she's not going to realize that she is the problem. She's unsatisfied all the time. Nothing's ever going to be good enough for her. This ex was a great man and still you found all these issues with him. There's no benefit to get into a relationship for men. It's just a waste of time. They can't get back. They're doing everything they can to make the relationship work, and still that's not enough for these type of women. What else do you want in a man? This man is everything you want. What else do you want? You ignored all these red flags. If you weren't getting all this in the beginning, why get into a relationship? She got into a relationship because she was able to benefit from the relationship. He was probably paying for stuff, spoiling her, all that. But fellas, man, just focus on yourself right now, man. Focus on yourself. Don't waste your time on these women. Getting into a relationship is just a waste of time. Time you cannot get back. Just focus on you, man. This woman just wasted this man's time talking about nothing. It is what it is, man. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'll holla at y'all. Peace.